Regardless whether you like it or you don't like it, you love it, you hate it, one thing for damn sure, you are gonna respect it.
Yo, what it do, and welcome back to All the Gold Podcast Tuesday night NXT review. Coop, what's going on, my friend?
Yo, what's up, y'all? Episode 90, y'all. 90 episodes. That's crazy.
That's crazy, man. We 90 episodes in, man.
God damn.
Away from 100, yo.
Yeah, so close.
So close. Yeah, man, before we even talk about 90, getting to 100 episodes, like, share, and subscribe. Remember to hit that like button, hit that share button. Please subscribe. Can't ask you guys anything else. If you guys don't do anything else, just leave a like. It helps us out on the algorithm. We do appreciate it. Yeah, man, let's get into this NXT review, Coop. Let's see. NXT live at the Performance Center today. It was a pretty decent NXT, man.
I would say that. Yeah, I definitely agree.
Decent.
Yeah. This was better than last week.
Right. It's been better than the last couple of weeks. It was still kind of slow a little bit, but I mean, ever since they lost some of their star power in the women's division, I see why they dropped off a little bit, but we'll touch on that towards the end of the program.
Yeah.
But let's kick it off right now, man. Basically, what happened tonight was Ricky Saints start off the show. He was going through the Vanity Project Gauntlet, and this is a pretty interesting match. This was set up by Ethan Page last week, saying that if he wanted a shot at the North American title, he will have to go through Evolve's Vanity Project. There's a picture of these Saved by the Bell looking teenagers right here.
Oh my God!
Reach, Zach, and AC Slater right there. If you were sick.
Wow. Like the creative players, yo.
Yeah, man, they look like creative wrestlers, right? I swear, yo.
Call. Oh my gosh.
They look like the SmackDown 2000. Was it SmackDown? Know Your Role?
Yeah.
Shut your mouth. SmackDown, shut your mouth. That. One of the two SmackDown games. That's what they look like. It's been a long time since I played that game, but that's what they look like.
Damn.
It's like the old PS1 graphics. You'd be like,
oh my God.
That looks real, Mom. That looks nah, no, it don't.
It's like this.
Right.
God damn.
Oh my God. All right. So yeah, Ricky Saints kicks off the show. He does the Vanity Gauntlet match. First match was against Brad Baylor, and that's the little guy in the middle right here with the it looks like he about to cut a jig in that haircut, man. He got that Dennis the Menace type haircut right here.
Yeah, God damn.
He got the old Mr. Wilson haircut.
Yeah, that haircut is nasty, yo.
That shit is nasty. That is 2025, and you got that cut on national TV.
Yeah,
shit. You lying to me. Let's see. So the first match, like I said, was against Brad Baylor. He did a couple of high impact moves. Brad Baylor did, and then Saints turned it around when Baylor missed a diving knee to the ground, and then Saints hits a tornado DDT for the pin. Really nothing about these matches. Just want to touch on the key points because this is like real quick. Each match probably was like no more than 5 minutes tops.
Yeah, very quick.
Second match was against Ricky Smokes from Swipe Right, one half of Swipe Right. Smokes come in fast. Smokes came in fast, hard hitting. Saints hits a suplex into the apron, taking out Smokes before the commercial break. Smokes then get a little momentum built up, and then Saints gains the upper hand, goes on the offensive, and hits the inverted atomic drop, and then hits a frontal bridge pin for the win.
That was sick.
Yeah, he held his leg too, so he locked his legs in for the pin. So that was pretty cool from Saints.
Yeah.
What'd you say, Coop?
No, I was saying that finish move was sick. The atomic drop into a pin, like that was sick. I like how they did that. They put that together.
Oh yeah, for sure. Then the third match was against Jackson Drake. He's the Evolve champion. He's the champion down in Evolve, and then Jackson Drake goes on the offensive. He gains momentum. Saints hits a Rochambeau for the win. Really nothing like I said, toward these matches. This was something set up to fill in some time because he's basically going after Ethan Page for the North American Championship at Great American Bash. Afterwards, Saints says at the Great American Bash and ATL, he's going to dog walk Ethan Page's ass in a falls count anywhere match. And he stood on top of the ring apron. I mean, not an apron, but the turnbuckle, looking down into Ethan Page. And basically just stared him down after that. This match right now, I think this match the only match on the Great American Bash right now that has some type of story to it. Not a lot of story, but they do have some story. I won't say not a lot of story because they did have story because they've been doing this for like a couple months now. Him and All Ego Ethan Page going back and forth at it. Basically, I think this comes to a head right now at a Great American Bash. I think this is the last match that we might see of these two. I think one of them getting called up real soon. Yeah. What is your thoughts on this match? On the match that I just talked about, Coop?
I got you. I like how this match was able to put the spotlight on the Vanity Project. I wasn't familiar with him in the ring. I was thoroughly impressed with the last guy, Jackson Drake, if I say his name right. I was like, okay, he can really go in the ring. I said, looking at him, you wouldn't assume all that, to be honest with you, but I can see maybe in the future I can do something with him. So that's exciting. Right. I do agree that this is probably the only match from Great American Bash that has a feud that's been longer than 2 months. Right. And I do see the point of them closing out this feud. And it's this thing of who gets called up. What makes more sense? And you and I have been talking about this. You pointed this out, actually, so I can't take credit for this thing. You said it might be Ethan Page to get called up into the Seth Rollins crew. So that could be a thing. But I wonder what happens with the guys too. So that's going to be interesting. So I can definitely see that. I definitely think they're going to put on the show. When he's not announcing the match, I think gonna say ladder match at first. I'm like ladder match, like that'd be cool. But falls count anywhere, they're gonna turn down the house. It's going to be exciting.
Yeah, I really do believe that Ethan Page loses this match at the Great American Bash. Ricky Saints might stay in NXT just for a little while longer. But I do think Ethan Page get called up to the main roster. Even though I do want to see more work with him with the young group right here, the Vanity Project, I think that that he still would have been a good leader for this. I just think that what we talked about last night on Raw episode, where it looks like Seth might get that edge treatment from Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed. It may be Ethan Page to get called up. Young blood, man. I mean, even though Ethan Page is not technically young blood in the industry in WWE, he's young blood. So
okay, all right. But as far as the mainstream, I can see that. Okay,
right,
I'm with that.
Sure. We got some comments. Oh, my boy Chaos came through. What's up, Chaos?
What up, Chaos?
Chaos says, "What's good, y'all? Didn't watch the show. I don't know who half of these people are."
Understood, bro.
Chaos also says, why is NXT leaning so much developmental brand when they are doing well in the ratings? I know more people watching TNA. Yeah, man. I think Evolve is their WWE Evolve is more like their developmental plan. Their brand. I don't even look at NXT as a developmental anymore. I just think that they're just the third brand, That's how I look at it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, I'm so tired of people saying, oh, let's get them called up on the main roster. You got some seasoned vets that's in NXT, and you got some people, that's just starting out, which is true, but they're more seasoned than what they have in Evolve or in the WWE ID system. You know what I'm saying? So I think that NXT they need to start showing NXT more respect, because you're on a national channel, the CW, if you want to say it like that. You're on a national channel, so I can't call it developmental anymore. That's just me. I look at it as the third brand. That's it.
I do see your point, though. I do see your point, because years ago they were on WWE.com when they first started at one point.
Right.
So I do remember that, and they came a long way to the point where they could literally stand on their own, and that's why they have their own PLEs because of that. So, to your point, as far as them, they're not I can't say the word right. Development brand. They're not that. They have their ways of staying on their own, but at the same time, it does give a chance for the casual fan to watch the show, and that's why you have them constantly going Raw, going SmackDown. Now you got fans watching the show to see who get called up next, so that is a good way for them to keep that name and keep the young stars hungry to go on another roster. So I do like it. It's been said, like, for me, I feel like sometimes NXT is the best show. You know,
yeah.
There are some times when NXT is the best show, and probably after that is Dynamite, or maybe Dynamite's. They've been flip-flopping sometimes with like between the best shows because they're known to put on best solid wrestling matches. So yeah, they can stay on their own, and that's probably why they keep going head to head against AEW every time they keep on the show. That's probably why they're doing that. So right, I love it.
Chaos says people used to know everybody in NXT now. Who knows? That's the difference from being the third brand. Yeah, I mean, I guess you can say it like that. I would say for me, because I watch it all the time, that I'm kind of familiar with everybody. But like you said, the casual fan probably wouldn't know, what I'm saying, that this person, this is this person right here, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, for the normal fan, like me and others who watch NXT, you probably, you keep up with it. But I see your point. There is a lot of faces on there, like new faces. So
you're right, because I remember when we first started our podcast, and we started reviewing NXT, and I remember saying, like, I'm a casual fan, so I just started learning their names, and now I'm familiar with certain faces and all that too. So it does give you a chance to get excited about the show also too. So I still see why there's like, dang, there's a lot of new names, a lot of new faces, which is true. Right. So I do see your point. Definitely see your point.
Right. Chaos also said, I haven't watched NXT in a while, and then just the highlights. Yeah, sometimes, if you just watch the highlights, that's all NXT really is. I mean, to me, like tonight, I didn't really write down really detailed notes like I usually do, like for Raw or SmackDown, but I did get some good notes in. It was just more like, this is the tie-in show for the Great American Bash and Evolution, so I knew it really wasn't going to be too important. They just basically tying in loose, or trying to tie in what loose ends they can, to make these shows good for this weekend.
Right.
But let's move on, man. So Ruka and Zarya was backstage, excited for the tag team title opportunity at Evolution. Lainey Reed walks up, and then Zarya had a little, herself and Zarya had a little exchange of words, and then Kelani Jordan steps to her and says, "You just started here. What have you done?"
True.
And Reed says, "I'll show you," and walks off. I'm like, why is this girl, Kelani Jordan, always interjecting herself in people's business? Like, damn business.
I just know. I hate thinking until you say that. That's always the case. Somebody arguing. She's always on the background, come out of nowhere. Like, yeah, right. I think it's time to fight. Like, what are you doing?
What are you doing? You're angry for no reason. You're angry. You tried to play the heel a couple weeks ago. You wasn't good at a heel. They moved you back to being babyface. Just sit down, man. Yeah. No disrespect. You know what I'm saying? I heard her and Carmelo Hayes got engaged over last weekend. I think it was this weekend. I think happened to hop on the gram and I saw it. But I just don't. You're not tough. Stop it.
Yeah.
Stop it. You're not tough. Sit down, Mr. Tough Pants. You're not tough.
Tough Pants.
Mr. Tough Pants.
Goddamn.
Jordan Grace was walking out of the gym, and they did some type of I don't know what you want to call it. I think this was what they tried to do with Zarya a couple months ago with her and Sol Ruka, like these little vignettes or whatever, trying to get her to be more, I won't say feminine, but try to soften her up a little bit, soften her attitude up. I think I have it right here. Hold on. Yeah, right here. So so Jordan Grace was walking out. She was working out at the gym. She gets a call from Blake Monroe, and then they were going to do a glamour workout. Jordan says, "Ew," after she gets out of the SUV, and it was like to be continued. But this whole thing was just basically trying to relax. I guess Monroe's chance or opportunity to soften her up before, just to relax her. I won't say soften her up, but relax her before the Evolution Championship match that she has against JC Jane for the NXT Women's Championship. Nothing really much here. It was a nothing burger, but it was just, a good comedy skit, I guess you want to say that. But what do you think about this?
I think this is this could be an opportunity for them to have the fans look at Jordan Grace in a different way. I remember her promo last week was kind of like, yeah, I get it, but I'm not really invested. You know what I'm saying? Like, I get what they was trying to do. I think it was last week, but yeah, I get what they was trying to do, but I'm not emotionally invested in it. You know what I'm saying? So maybe this is a opportunity for them to maybe put some stock in it. Add some funny aspects to a character in a sense. Trying to break the ice. So I get what they was trying to do. So I'm not really going to like crap on it too much, but it was okay. It was. I feel like they were trying to just add more to layers to her personality. I think to like yeah, that's what I think.
Right. I think for sure that this is something that they're trying to plant seeds, because I heard this is what they're talking about in the dirt sheets, that WWE really wants to try to make her heel now, and they're talking about Blake Monroe. So this maybe she softened her up, trying to put that false identity of being her friend, and then maybe she cost Jordan Grace the title at Evolution. You know what I'm saying? For a big heel change. So I don't know for sure, but I mean, that would be a good move. You know what I'm saying? If they plan it like that, like, soften her up and making her think that you on her side and going against Fatal Influence, and then you can just turn your back on her. That way it sets up a program with maybe you, Jordan, and JC Jane down the line for a triple threat match, maybe at another pay-per-view. However they're going to do it, but I think they want to change. What I'm hearing is that they want to change Blake Monroe's character to a heel. So we shall see, man. We shall see.
Yeah.
Alex is in the building. Alex, hey guys, I feel so dumb. MFT, my family tree. I should have known. I literally never thought of that. Yeah, me too, man. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. I was like, what the hell is an MFT? I'm thinking it's like some kind of cryptocurrency or something like that.
Okay, I thank you for saying that, because I'm glad I ain't the only one. So it's three of us in there.
I didn't want to look stupid. I didn't want stupid at asking the question like, yo, what? I don't want to say, hey, Coop, what's MFT? Because I was like, I was like, man, I don't know what the hell MFT is, but I'm gonna roll with it.
Thank you for clearing that up.
That's a good point. I appreciate it, yo, because I swear I thought that was cryptocurrency or something. What the hell is he doing? He traded Bitcoin or something?
It sounds like it. Damn.
Right. So yeah, man, back to the Blake Monroe and Jordan Grace. Yeah, so it's more segments to come later on in the show. We'll get to them. We'll touch on some of them, but yeah, this is what basically they were setting up for down the line. I think they're planting small seeds right now. Next up was the No Quarter Catch crew. It was Charlie Dempsey versus Tavion Heights. If Tavion Heights win, he leaves the No Quarter Catch crew. And I think I have something on that, man. Let me see. Don't get me lying though, man. Y'all gotta excuse me though, for real, because it's thundering real bad outside. So if I get, yeah, it's a big severe thunderstorm going on right above me. So
they must just
I don't know if y'all can you hear it?
No, I don't hear it, but they must just pass us. We had that earlier.
Oh, y'all had a storm earlier?
Yeah, we had a little storm earlier, so it might just pass us and went to you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah, here we go. I think I got one right here. Hold on. Y'all gotta excuse me. They probably say, man, get your shit together, man.
It's all good. They release the photos late sometimes. It depends.
Yeah, they do for NXT.
Yeah, AEW started photos. Let's see.
Yeah, so here we go. So it was Charlie Dempsey versus Tavion Heights. If Tavion wins, he leaves the No Quarter Catch crew. Charlie Dempsey, he did a headlock takedown, and he kept locking it in and like grinding his head on the mat. He was doing like, a whole bunch of ring work, like as far as, a lot of technical stuff. He's the son of William Regal, so I do expect him to be more of a technical wrestler, which he did show. He locked in the headlock, just basically grinding. I'm trying not to use the wrong word so Coop won't say shit.
So Coop won't say shit.
Yeah. But yeah, he was like basically just grinding his head into the mat.
Okay.
That was crazy.
It's all good. You get a pass.
Okay, cool.
Get a pass.
So that's what he did, man. And then Tavion hits a vicious body slam on him, like toss his ass across the ring, basically.
Yeah.
Charlie rips his mask off his face, and then he slaps the hell out of Tavion. Now I'm gonna get to it later on, but Tavion snaps and then he starts hitting rapid strikes to Dempsey. It was a commercial break. Charlie stumps Tavion's leg between the ring post and the steel steps. That was pretty vicious of him. Dempsey snaps and then he goes on the offensive, like he was really beating Tavion's ass in this whole match. And then Charlie Dempsey has Tavion Heights in a submission when Ren Sinclair tosses in the towel, and then Dempsey with the win. So as I'm looking at this match, and I'm like, ain't this some slave master shit? Like this man, I'll be honest with you, he fighting for his freedom, dog. Like,
oh, I ain't thinking about that. Oh man,
the man said, "I want to be free, sir." He said, "His eyes be free, sir." And then, fighting for his life, man. The man won't let him out. He won't let him out the group. Then the girl, she just tossed in the towel, and said, "You ain't going nowhere. You stay here with us." And this man fighting for his life out here. What you think?
You know what? The way the world is going right now, the way the stuff in the news, this wouldn't surprise me, to be honest with you.
Yeah, man.
I'm surprised that towel wasn't red. But
he had a mask on. He ripped the mask off. I mean, just emancipated his ass, man. I won't say emancipated. Excuse me, that's the wrong choice of words. He emasculated his ass.
He did, yo. And he was fighting like real dirty. I was like, damn, this is like his father. You know what I'm saying?
That was like his boy. You know what I'm saying? Like you taking out his leg and stuff.
I kept looking at this match. I'm like, damn, y'all forget y'all friends? You know what's weird? These fools came out together in the entrance. I thought that was just weird.
That was weird, yo.
They came out on one side. They just like hyped up. I was like, oh, tag team match. I said, oh, forgot they fighting each other. I was like, came out there, he beat the hell out of that boy, yo. Like,
right.
Damn.
So you mean to tell me Miles Moore he got his freedom papers?
Yeah.
There's something about that, man.
I guess Miles Bourne saying he went on the parts. I didn't see his ass tonight.
That shit was wild, yo.
Yeah, goddamn.
Chaos says, where does Tamatonga fall in? I think he's gonna fall in with Jacob. I think him and Jacob going online. They're gonna start their own thing.
Yeah.
I think they're gonna start their own thing for sure.
Gotcha.
Yeah, man, that's all I gotta say about that match. It was a nothing burger match, really. Just basically he wants to get his freedom papers. And he trying to escape the freedom, but your boy called him right back. He said, "No, sir." He said, "I got papers on you, sir." Dragged his ass right back.
He said, "No, sir. This here submission you gonna take, bro." Yeah,
man. I'm trying to tell you, it was wild. Hank and Tank was backstage getting pumped up, getting hyped up for their match against Culling for the tag team titles when Javon Evans was hyping them up. Excuse me, and then he gets blindsided by Jasper Troy out of nowhere and smash into the steel parking lot doors. I'm trying to figure out, you didn't hear this man walk up on you with all these chains clinging and clacketing?
I was thinking that too. And
I'm like, come on, man. He walking around with big, truck towing chains, and you can't hear this man coming up on you. You know what I'm saying? It was crazy. And he hit the man, and he been attacking Javon Evans all night. What do you think about that, Coop?
He attacked him like 3 times. I'm like, damn, bro.
He attacked him up 3 times.
Like, calm down. He came in with the and did that like he's a Dragon Ball Z character or something like that. So it looked kind of weird when you attacked him. But what was what's the guy with the zigzag beard? What was he doing back there? You know what I'm saying?
Lexus King?
Yeah.
I have no idea, yo.
I don't know if you noticed, like he was behind the scenes just knocking on the wall or something. He just
I don't know. It was just weird, man. I just seeing him back. That had nothing for him to do. He probably just worked his way into the show. He said, "I'm gonna do something."
he did that. He probably did that. Okay, Sean,
on camera somehow.
Okay, that's what it was. Okay, I thought that was weird, yo.
That was just weird, yo.
Yeah, I thought that was weird. I thought I'm not mad at the attack. I just thought the way he did it was just weird, yeah. But this was more to come, apparently through the night. So,
right.
God damn.
Yeah, man. So it's just for me, like my whole gripe with Jasper Troy is, and I said this a couple of weeks ago when he first debuted. I was like, yo, he's just like, why are you guys inserting him into the main picture this fast instead of building them up as a credible heel, which he is he is dominating, he is very intimidating. But in order for me to take you seriously, because I just think that he's like a sideshow right now. You're just basically there, just causing chaos. You don't have no type of character development. You just here just spewing chaos. So, my whole gripe is with him. I just think they should have just started him off at the bottom and have him work his way up. And that way, when you get to the main roster, when you get to the main event, of NXT, then you can really stand up against Oba Femi. Look how many people I destroyed. You know what I'm saying? You call yourself the ruler, and look at my bodies I collected. Something like that. So
I wouldn't be mad at that. Man. I would love it done that way. Yeah.
You would have done it that way too?
Yeah, I would have done that way too. Matter of fact, now I would do it this way too. Like, okay, now that he's already did what he did with Oba Femi, right? Let's just say he gets to a match with Javon Evans and he beats the hell out of him, right? So storyline, you can just suspend him. Like what you did to him, like it called you to get suspended. Gives him a chance to walk away from the scene a little bit, get more training under his belt, more personality, more stuff. Come back as a character, comes back a more dominant character, and bring him back with a manager. So that's what you do. And then you bring him back as a mid-carder, and he starts squashing everybody. He's just packing everybody up. Maybe for like a good 2 or 3 months. Just have him squash everybody. Matter of fact, have him have the North American Championship. Have him go after that. And have him set a record where he's undefeated, never been pinned, anything like that. To the point where he loses. Now he earned his way to get to the NXT Championship. And the thing is, I feel like with Jasper Troy, I feel like he has so much potential that you can see it like in the future. You know what I'm saying? Like you can see the ring presence. It's there, but it's not packaged right. It's the same thing you think about like Rocky Maivia. It was there, it just wasn't packaged right. He took a break. He got off TV for a minute, came back as Rocky Maivia, transformed into The Rock. Ringmaster, same thing with Stone Cold. The character was there, but he had to build his way up into that. So I'm not saying he's at a level of Rock and Austin, but I'm saying like you can see the potential.
He got something.
He has something because you can just tell he has something, but I just want them to do it the right way. You gotta rush him. Don't rush it.
Right.
Don't rush it. Do the correct way because he has a height. He can wrestle. He can sell all that. He just missing a few more pieces. That's what it is. There's a few more pieces there, and he'll be there. He'll be there.
Who I would think that would have been a good manager. You say if he would have came back, he would have had a manager or whatever.
Yeah.
If Stokely from AEW, Stokely Hathaway used to be in NXT. He manages FTR right now.
Yeah.
I think he would have been a good mouthpiece for Jasper Troy if he would have stayed in NXT. I think he would have been a great mouthpiece for Jasper Troy.
Yeah. Okay. Oh yeah, I like that.
Right. So
I hope they do it like this.
Yeah, if he comes back if he gets a manager that has some type of some swag to him, like you remember how back when Umaga first came out, when Umaga had Armando Estrada?
Yeah. I enjoy that. I enjoy that. Yeah, because Umaga didn't talk. He just kicked ass. That's it. I remember that. Yeah. That'd be excellent.
I would definitely like to see him like managed by somebody to bring him up through the ranks and teach him the ropes a little bit more. Because like you said, he got it. It's just that it's like he's just missing one single piece. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's just a small it's so it's so obvious that it's kind of, and that's why it frustrates us watching it because it's so obvious that they like you're in that scene where we seeing. You know what I'm saying? It's just like it's so obvious that he has it. Just slow down. You don't have to rush him to the main event. Like just slow it down. It's so obvious. Right. It gets frustrating sometimes.
Yeah, man. Alex says, speaking of the news today, the list never existed. If you know, you know. Back to wrestling.
Interesting.
Oba keep the belt for the rest of 2025. I'm gonna say this real quick about the list. We all know what's on that list. We know that the list does exist. You think about the people that's in power right now and who's in power, and then you look at we saw video evidence of them. If you telling me that I didn't see that with my own eyes, you're a damn fool because I know what I saw with my own eyes. I know who I saw doing the little in the corner, doing the little point, the little shit. But hey, man, to each his own. You know what I'm saying? I'm not knocking. I mean, look, that's not a politics, man. But I know what I saw with my own eyes.
I know what we see, and this person looks like Vince McMahon if he was president.
Yeah,
that's what it looks like.
and then you got people that's like, the DOJ, and you got the Attorney General, and people that's influenced by a certain person. Then they say that they don't have it. They don't have it. Ain't nothing we can do about it.
Yep, unfortunately.
So, look, I move on, man. I really don't give a two shits. If you was there, that's on you. You got to answer to God at the end.
Hey.
God when it's all said and done. So yeah, by Oba Femi though, I don't think Oba keeps the belt the rest of 2025. I think Oba gets called up. I would like to see Oba get drafted. I mean, if they have a draft this year, for WWE, if WWE has a legitimate draft this year, I'd like to see Oba Femi get called up to the main roster. I think he will be great on the main roster. I mean, what else? If Oba Femi loses the belt, what else is it for him to do?
It's nothing.
Pursue the NXT championship again?
Yeah.
He doesn't have anything to prove at NXT no more. Nobody,
Yeah. I'm with you on that, because now it's to the point where you look at Oba Femi and challenges, he towers over them. Not just height and stature, but his presence it's obvious now. It's time to move forward. It definitely is. So if he loses,
his aura is too much for everybody else, man.
Yeah,
he's outshining everybody else. Nobody there to challenge him and be serious about. Like Trick Williams. I mean, Trick Williams can, but we already saw that happen. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah.
I mean, at this point, man, just call him up to the main roster, man.
Now,
like I said, I like to see him versus Gunther.
Yes, and now with that being said, when he loses the title, let's not be surprised, because it's for a reason.
Right.
So the same thing with what happened with Stephanie, same thing happened with Oba Femi. If he loses the belt at some point, maybe a Saturday, I don't know, but it's for that reason for him to get called up. So that I'm mentally preparing myself for that, because it would make sense. Because right now, he doesn't have any competition. It's not really. It's hard for me to take them seriously. Like he's on legit get beat by any of those guys on the roster. They don't look like he's legit to beat him.
Right. Let's move on, man. We're going to try to roll through this, man. Let's see. NXT. TNA's Mike Santana and Joe Hendry versus High Ryze. This is a nothing burger match to me. Hendry starts off the match with Tyreek of High Ryze, and Santana gets some offense. They tag in Santana. Tyreek tags in Tyson, and I don't know their last names. Their last names are weird. So I'm gonna lie to you. I ain't gonna butcher their last name. I was gonna call them Tyreek and Tyson of High Ryze. Basically, Santana gets tagged in. Hendry goes back on the offensive after he gets tagged in. He does a fall away slam. Commercial break. Santana and Hendry was in control of the match after the commercial break. Trick Williams then comes down the ring. He throws Hendry into the steel steps. Santana hits the spin the block on Tyson for the win. Afterwards, Trick Williams and Wesley and High Ryze beat down Hendry and Santana. And that is that match right there. It really, like I said, it was a nothing burger match. Not really much to go off of on. I wish they would present. They could do so much more with the TNA title situation. I think that right now they're just basically having Santana and Hendry on because of their popularity on NXT. And Trick is going to have that belt maybe until the Slammiversary. Maybe Santana might take the title off him. I don't know for sure, but I think that if anybody should take the title off him, it should be Mike Santana at this point. But Santana's like his popularity is skyrocketing in TNA at this moment, even on NXT, so like I said, it really wasn't nothing to this match, man. I really didn't feel this match right here. It was good to see Santana in the ring. I'm starting to like Santana a lot. Well, I actually like Santana when he's in LAX too, but as a singles competitor, I like Santana. And Joe Hendry, I like Joe Hendry, but I think this wasn't the match that I really wanted to see tonight, especially with High Ryze. And then what else killed me, Coop? I'm gonna let you talk about it.
Mm-hmm.
How the hell you have two guests in your building, basically, because they're from a different company, and no babyface comes out to help them? It basically was Wesley, High Ryze as 2, Trick. It was 4 on freaking 2, and nobody come to assist them. True. Come on, man.
It's like an invasion, ain't it?
Yeah.
That's a good point. I ain't think about that. It's like an invasion.
The baby faces in this one. It's like you got Javon Evans back there. You got who else is the baby face? You got Ricky Saints back there. You got shit, man. You got a couple guys back there that's baby faces, man. You got Hank and Tank back there. They could have came out and make the save. You know, that's a tag team. High Ryze is a tag team. You could have said, hey, they ain't gonna beat up these guys, you know what I'm saying? And they could have started a program with High Ryze, you know. I just think that was pretty lame of them not to, you know, have the baby faces assisted tonight. But to each his own. What's your thoughts on it, Coop?
Now all these matches were like super quick, like 5 minutes tops. NXT is becoming the show where our notes are like really short. Raw is like notes like this long. SmackDown this long. Pause.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Damn.
He did measurements too. That was crazy.
That was nasty.
He gets the pack up of the night, yo. Pack his ass up.
Pack up of the night, multi by lugs. So the notes for I gotta do a different way now. The notes for Dynamite will be more pages. Let's say that.
Right.
Let's say that. This match was like really short. Even though I thought it was the okay match. When I think of Trick Williams being a champion, for me, who I don't watch TNA as often as I should, to be honest, it does make me interested to see what's going on a daily basis as far as the shows, and maybe that's the reason why they did that. Probably put him in the title picture. As far as that, I do see a point where I like Mike Santana as a champion because I'm more interested in his backstory. I'm starting to become a fan of him and his backstory and how he wants to be the face of TNA. So if anybody dethrones him, I don't think it'd be Cody Rhodes. For some reason, I keep seeing Cody Rhodes when this guy comes out every single time. But Joe Hendry.
Joe Hendry?
Yeah. Some reason I just can't. It's a blonde hair. Come on, smiling.
Blonde hair.
Yeah, that's what it is. So out of anybody, I definitely see Mike Santana dethroning him for as a championship. But after that, it's like, where you go from here? You know what I'm saying? So so I'm interested. I think they said Great American Bash, it will be a contract signing, you know, for that match too. So that's gonna be interesting to see what they're gonna do with that.
Right. Yeah, man. So like I said, man, nothing really. I just think that somebody should have sent somebody out there to help them. I think that was kind of messed up. You know, got two guests in the building and nobody comes to make a save. Bunch of bullshit to me, but we're gonna move on. A video package was played for Yoshiki Inamura, showcasing the pro wrestlers from Noah, and showcasing some of their wrestlers over there in Japan from Pro Wrestling Noah. Io Sky made an encouraging word. She did an appearance. Then we had a special message from WWE Hall of Famer the Great Muta. I'm trying to tell you, man, these young kids don't know, man.
Yeah,
young kids do not know what Great Muta was back in like the late 80s, early, in the 90s, you know what I'm saying? Early 90s too at that. That's one of my favorite Japanese wrestlers of all time. The matches he put on with Sting and, I just can't say anything else about Great Muta, man. He's just legendary. Like I don't know if you ever played the game Fire Pro Wrestling.
I think I did. Yeah.
Pro Wrestling. Yeah, he was on that, and he was on what was that? The WCW game for was it Super Nintendo or was it Nintendo?
Revenge? No,
not Revenge. Well, he was. You could make him. You could have made him in World Tour. He was on World Tour.
WCW. Oh, I did. I ran that from Blockbuster.
Yeah, man. He's on
World Tour. Yeah.
But yeah, man, it's Great Muta, man. One of my favorite international stars from, especially from Japan, legendary. And he wished that Yoshiki Inamura basically beat Oba Femi for the title. Now, here's the thing, man. It's a possibility that he could pull it off, man, and beat Oba Femi for this belt, like in a shocking twist. That's still possible, yo.
I can see it.
Right. I can really see it, though. He'd be the first Japanese champion in WWE. I think Japanese-born champion.
Really?
I think no, because I take that back because
who was the first?
What's his name? From the 70s. Oh God, he's from the 70s.
70s?
Yeah, he fought Hogan. Not fought Hogan, but he trained. He's a legendary wrestler. He ran his own promotion. God, he was the founder of New Japan. One of the founders of New Japan.
If I say his face, I probably know who he is. And just some reason the name is escaping me right now. But yeah, but I definitely think they're going to do it. You know what I'm saying? I just said a few 2 minutes ago. I said don't be surprised if Oba Femi loses. I feel like with that momentum,
Antonio Inoki was
yeah. So I do feel like
Antonio Inoki was the I think he actually was the WWE champion.
I'm gonna look it up and see. I'm sure what year it was, but
look it up right now. We got time. Shit, we live. Who cares? You know how we roll.
Was it a
Antonio Inoki?
Antonio Inoki. Hold on 1 second. Okay, Antonio Inoki.
I think he was WWE champion. It was real brief though.
Yeah, he defeated Bob Backlund November 30th, 1979. It was a short title, like you said. It was a short title reign. Yeah, it was a real short. It was real short. Is he in the Hall of Fame?
Yeah, Antonio Inoki is in the WWE Hall of Fame.
Yeah, I do remember seeing him. Okay, yeah.
So Antonio Inoki is actually first Japanese-born main roster title holder. So that's crazy.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, big ups to all the legendary wrestlers that came out of Japan, man, because they got so much of a rich history in Japan as far as wrestling, and Mexico too. But Japan definitely. Let's see. Dark State cut a promo. I was like, whatever with them, man. They look so. They cut a promo because they jumped Matt Cardona in TNA at a taping in TNA. They actually invaded. I think last week when we talked about NXT, when we talked about NXT, we said something about we don't know where they're going to show up. Something that they cut. Remember they said they don't know where they're going to show up or something like that. Yeah. But they showed up in TNA or whatever, and they jumped Matt Cardona. That's Chelsea Green's husband, aka Zack Ryder. Jumped his ass. Yeah. So I'm like whatever with them, man. They don't even look convincing to me. Somebody's in that group that doesn't belong there, man. He just sounds so chalkboardy, pasty, cookie cutter. Other guys, Too Hood. He's from, like I said, he's from Southeast Washington, D.C.
Definitely. Cousin.
And then,
I swear, yo.
The other two light-skinned brothers. One looked like he belonged in the boy band, and the other one he just looks. I don't know. It's crazy, man. They just don't look right, man. I don't know. Something about Dark State that throw me off. I don't take them serious, man.
This was poop in the bag. I don't know what this was called, but this was terrible. You're bragging about you tag somebody in TNA and just stay on that show.
Yeah, stay on TNA, man.
Stay on there. Stay on there.
Go join them, man.
Go join them. Go on there on Thursdays.
Right. Inamura cuts a promo on Oba Femi in ring. He says if he's ready and he will fight with honor and he will be the NXT champion. Oba says that he can lose with honor. Oba says that Yoshiki Inamura can lose with honor. Says that he's not worthy of beating him. Josh Briggs then grabs the mic. He is, oh my God, this guy, yo, please don't ever let him get the mic ever again. Ever. Please do not give that man a mic ever again, man. He is terrible on the mic, yo. You've been in NXT for like almost 5 years now, and you can't even cut a decent promo. He looked lost talking to Oba. He looked like a child talking to Oba Femi.
He did.
And it's crazy because Yoshiki Inamura can't speak English that good, but he cut a better promo with broken English than he did with English.
I was fine with that. He said what he said and cut off. That was it. It was perfect. Right. It did his part. And Josh Briggs come out like a terrible wingman. You know, the guy's already getting close to the deal, and you still talking. Like, the fuck you doing?
Yeah. He's like that one guy that you hang out with in your group, and he be like, hey, go tell that girl over there I like her. You know what I'm saying? Like, got no game. He got no game. Yeah. Sliding for somebody. Yeah, come on, man. He should never grab a mic again in his life. Yeah. And like I said, it's been 5 years since you've been on, in NXT, and you can't even cut a decent promo. Have all the seats, sir. Please.
And that is called Pack 'em Up of the Night.
Pack Up the Night, brought to you by Lugs.
Lugs Boo of the Week.
Now, I'm going to start bringing back FUBU. For us, by us, FUBU. Crazy, yo.
Have a whole graphic up there.
Yeah.
That's great.
Wow, yo. Like, I don't understand how you not cut a promo. But anyway, let me move on. He says he's going to – this is what Josh Briggs said. He said he's going to do whatever he can to make sure that Inamura wins the championship. I'm like, bro,
it doesn't fit that narrative. Like it doesn't make any sense because he's not like a mega heel. Like he's not going against Roman. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like this is a face versus a face. So you saying that is totally out of context. You know what I'm saying? Like I'll make sure the storyline that line does not need to be there. That was
he looks very, very like it looks like he's forcing himself to be relevant in this whole storyline because he just looked out of place. And Inamura basically was looking at him like, hey, calm down, man. Like, calm down. This is not necessary. You know what I'm saying? Like the way he's looking at him. So then Oba says, grab your friend before I smack him in his face. And then he's talking to Inamura saying, grab your friend. But then Briggs and Oba Femi breaks out in the fight. And then Oba wound up hitting Inamura. Inamura picks Oba big ass up and slams him. I'm like, okay, now we got something going here.
He slammed with that. He slammed with the 3-piece suit on. Like, made it easy. Just boom.
Right. Like, and he stood tall. So I'm like, okay, that's something I'm really looking forward to seeing them two in the ring because I actually like Yoshiki Inamura. I like his style. I like his character. I can really do without Josh Briggs, but yeah, I like Inamura. Yeah, man, that was it. That was really it on that whole situation right there. Any other thoughts on that one?
Nah, that was it. Like, goddamn, like that shit wasn't needed.
It definitely wasn't needed. Like I said, man, that you don't need a third wheel in this match, man. You basically should have had just Yoshiki and Oba Femi go at it, have nice, decent promo, and that would have been it. But Josh Briggs, they're trying so hard. They've been trying for 5 years with Briggs and Jensen.
Yeah.
Briggs and Brooks Jensen. It's just terrible, man. Like Jensen not even on TV right now. He got kicked out of the culling, and he got chair shotted by Izzy Dane, who only weighs like 120 pounds, soaking wet.
Which is
she swung a chair on him and knocked him out. And they haven't been on TV for like the last month.
Terrible.
And then Josh Briggs can't cut a promo to save his life. I mean, if you want to have some cut candidates coming up, cut them too, man, because they're not cutting it, man. All right.
Yeah.
Terrible, man. Anyway, let's move on. Let's move on. What was next? Okay, so it was another backstage segment with Blake Monroe and Jordan Grace. They did another montage, getting her ready for her match, for their match at Great American Bash, and then Jordan's match at Evolution for the NXT Women's Championship. Laney Reed versus Kelani Jordan. It was a nothing burger match. Really didn't feel this match. Let me just run through it. I think I got a couple of them. Hold on. Laney Reed, basically, she's the girl that was from Evolve that basically been showcased a lot lately.
Yeah.
She came up and early in the match and early in the segment in the show, excuse me, and she was talking trash to Kelani and they'd set up a match for him. So anyway, it was a nothing burger match. Laney Reed was dominant majority of the match. Kelani Jordan hits a split-legged moonsault on Reed for the win. Thea Hale then attacked Reed after the match, and they brawled to the back. That's all it was. Nothing burger match. It was just something to fill up the card, the time slot. So
it was really quick.
What do you think about that, Coop?
It was really quick. Nothing match. This match. I was like doing something in the background, like eating. But I was like, okay, this was no storyline, no nothing. Real quick. That was it. That's all I got for that whole segment.
Yeah, it was terrible, man. Short stack match. Nothing really to prove there. Alex says, Tony Khan said Mercedes doesn't have any creative control. My ass. Yeah, you lying to me.
Thank you.
You lying to me.
This motherfucker walk around with 6 belts and don't man, the truth don't get me started.
Yeah, man, you lying to me. The Beast Mortos, your new boyfriend, he getting new ring gear. He's all of a sudden inside the main event picture a lot now.
Yeah.
Come on, man. You lying to me.
You are Hogan. I'm sorry, Mercedes Hogan.
Yeah, Mercedes Hogan. What you gonna do, brother? Yeah, no. CEO my ass. Good observation, Alex.
You've been demoted.
Glad you noticed that.
You've been demoted. Thank you for pointing that out, Alex. Read my thoughts.
He always on point, man. That's my guy, yo.
Always, yeah.
Javon Evans was backstage and medical. getting checked. Jasper Troy attacks him on the medical table, and he was defenseless. I was like, damn, this man keeps going after this skinny young lad right here. This young fella right here, he's been trying to get taped up on his ribs. The man only weighed like 140 pounds, and you like 280, 290 running to this man, squashing him. That's attempted murder, sir.
I'm forgetting how this feud started. Because you just...
Man, this feud came out of nowhere because Javon Evans tried to make a save on... I forgot who he was trying to save, but... I forgot who he was trying to save, but he attacked Jasper Troy just to stop him, so... Then Jasper Troy turned his attention to Javon Evans, so that's how it started, I guess.
So it's all right. I guess it's on site, I guess. Okay.
Right.
That's what it is. Got it.
Here's another Nothing Burger segment, too. D'Angelo family, they had a segment. Rizzo is back. Thank God. Well, I won't say even thank God, because that was terrible. This whole segment was terrible. So, anyway, Rizzo was back. It's good to see she's okay, right? She came back from the safe house. She says she's here to make peace with the family. Says she called Ava and made a triple threat match for the final showdown between all three competitors. So she made a match between Stax, Luca, and Tony. They squabble a little bit more after she said what she said, and that really was it. Nothing much to that. What do you think about that whole thing? I'm actually just before you said, I'm just glad this shit, if it is coming to an end, because they overdid the mafia thing. I think they what you call somebody when they try to do too much, but they wind up not really succeed. Like they was long-eyed, basically. With the old folks, long in the tooth. Yeah,
that's like what it was.
Right.
I'm glad this is over with. One time she mentioned, she said, "Yeah, I've been watching." So we was at Airbnb. Like,
right?
What the hell was going on? Would you just sit on the couch? Because like it didn't make sense. I'm glad this is over with. I feel like this is overdone. For them to close out a feud. This is so weird. Like nobody closed out a feud with just talking on the table and being like, "Y'all got a match this week, next week." Like, that's just stupid. Like, it's in this, it should be done. It should have been done months ago. It's time for the move on. Yeah. It should have been done.
This is waned in. Happened. It's been going on for too damn long. I can't even talk right now. It's been going on for too damn long. Jasper Troy, Jasper Troy is in the ring again. He had 3 segments, yo. Another Jasper Troy sighting. They really trying to put this man over.
Damn.
Anyway, Jasper Troy is in the ring. He said he's done with Javon Evans, and he tells Ava to make it a triple threat match at the Great American Bash. Javon Evans then run to the ring, and then they brawl. And then I think Javon Evans did a flip over the ropes, took him out, and then security comes and they break it up. And they were squabbling back and forth and verbally jousting with each other, and then they move them to the back. Nothing burger right there. What you think about that real quick?
Normally you get this kind of escalation when there has been a match already. You know what I'm saying? Right. There's already been a match. Somebody has already won. There's been 2 matches already. You don't get this kind of like tension as far as a feud when there's been no match already. So it's one of those things where like I don't get why he's so pissed. He's that he's angry individual, yo. He's just angry. He needs some therapy or something.
Just angry black man. No reason, man.
Take them chains that you got, go in the gym, do some dips.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
you know what he need, Coop? For real? He needs some uplift kings in his life, yo.
Hey!
Uplift kings, man.
Join us.
I try to throw in a little pop for you, man, like a little cheap pop for you.
Yeah. Your mental health is us. Come on, man. Come on in. We got you, buddy. Come on to this meet and greet. Come on, man.
That's right, man.
And you can put that chain right there. Put that chain down.
What you said? You got a Detroit chapter and you got a DMV chapter, yo. Check them out, man.
Hello.
Channel, man. My boy Coop be doing it, man.
Appreciate it, bro.
Cheap pop right there. Cheap pop.
Yeah, Nick Foley. Right here in Long Island. King Wild used to hate that. He's like, "Oh, cheap pop."
Oh my God.
Right here in Washington, D.C.
Right.
Terry
All right, let's move on, yo.
Oh, my bad. Yo.
The Cullen was backstage. Nico and Sean, they said they will bring the tag titles back to the Cullen. Izzy says she's going to bring the Women's North American Championship back to the Cullen as well. They're using that poor girl, Tatum Paxley. Oh, man, they just making – she look like a kidnapped child, man. She don't know what to do. She's just trying to be – she got Stockholm Syndrome. She's trying to be she's trying to be – like – she's traumatized. She just wants some friends in her life, yeah.
I know. Poor girl needs a hug.
Poor little Tank. She's scared, man. Scared for
Poor
her
girl,
life.
poor girl needs a hug. Damn.
All right, man. Let's move on, yo. The Colin versus Hank and Tank NXT Tag Team Championship on the line. It was a hard-hitting match. Nico Vance takes out Hank doing the pounce, knocking him over the announce desk. Looks like Booker T was taken out too as well. Did they say Booker T was taken out?
No, Booker T was like, oh, like you know.
No, I thought Vic Joseph was like, Booker, are you okay? Did they take Booker T out right before the commercial break? I was like, hey, yo,
I gotta go back and watch.
I gotta go back and watch that part.
Yeah.
It was commercial break after that. Hank and Tank got on. Well, Hank and Tank. Hank was on the top ropes. Nico Vance knocked him off. Tank's Tank and Spears tags in. Vance with a headbutt. He did a diving headbutt, misses him. Tatum and Izzy gets involved. Izzy kicks Tank, and then Spears goes for a super kick, goes for the pin, and Tank kicks out. Sol Ruka and Zarya comes out to the ring. Zarya winds up kidnapping Tatum, throwing her on the shoulders and walking away. Izzy and Sol Ruka was going back and forth. They was brawling to the back. And then Hank and Tank capitalized with the honk for the win. That's the name of their finisher, the honk. I was like, yeah, that they need to come up with a different move. They call them the Belly Boys. And they got the honk for the win. I was like,
the Belly Boys is nasty, yo.
Belly Boys nasty work.
And they kept saying that, yo, here come the Belly Boys, the Belly. Like, yo, man. Bro, chill, man. Cut it out, yo. Stop.
That's Vic Joseph, yo. That's Vic Joseph saying that. Here comes the Belly Boy. I'm like, hey, yo.
Yeah, you sound like Wade Barry, yo. Cut that out, bro. Right. Cut that out.
Right.
Immediately.
Alex says, I'm really concerned about Tony D. If his time is up at NXT, I don't see how he makes it work on the main shows. He might get the boot if he doesn't get over on Raw and SmackDown. I'm gonna tell you like this, man. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't think that shit is gonna fly on the main roster.
No,
it's not gonna fly. And if he does continue that same character on the main roster or try to switch it up in any variation of it, he's gonna have to come a little bit different. If not, he's just going to be in the main card. I mean, not the main card, excuse me, the mid card, probably in the United States Championship picture or maybe the Intercontinental Championship picture, because it's only but so far that character can take you. Because nobody's really going to take you serious. You being a mob boss in WWE. Like, come on, stop it.
I don't want to be in like Loose and Domino. What's that tag team back in the day? Yeah, I don't want to be like that. Like, please don't do. Yeah, don't do them like that. Like, because they got separated, they did like one match and that was it. Maybe go with Seth. Maybe put him with Seth.
And then I forgot who it was. I think it was Domino. He wasn't even fucking Italian. That was Jimmy Snuka's son.
Oh shit. That's IB.
Moen playing in Italian. That was crazy work, yeah.
Yeah, that's IB. Yeah. They never they known for that. They'll have you in a whole different race.
That's crazy for that shit.
Yeah.
Wow, boy, yo. Anyway, yo, let's move on, man. Oh shit, we didn't even finish that, man. What you think? What you think about that match, though? We done cut off. What you think about that match?
It was a fast-hitting, hard-hitting match. Again, it's one of those things where like these matches were super quick. You know what I'm saying? I did like this match. it was just too many AO moments for me. You know, so again, I loved it. But I say the match of the night, probably not. Maybe the fastest paced match of the night, probably so. I definitely would say that. So, I feel like maybe with the tag team division, they can get more opportunities and get a better showing in a 5-minute match. Maybe they can get a 10, something like that, because it's unfair that they get these short ass matches. It's just weird, you know.
Yeah, they had a lot of filler, to set in for the show.
Yeah,
a lot of talking points, a lot of backstage segments as usual. NXT really gives you like 3 good four matches, really tops. They might throw in a 5th one, but the 5th one probably some kind of DQ if they slide it in. So nothing new there. Moving on real quick, we're gonna end this real quick. Chase, you had a segment next. I really don't care about Chase U.
Exactly.
I really don't. Ava was in the ring. She names the competitors in the Battle Royal. Now, I missed one name. Coop, you got to let me know if you got it. I don't have it. But I did get Jada Parker, Tatum Paxley, Izzy Dame, Lash Legend, Kelani Jordan, Who was the Lola Vice? That's who it was.
Yeah, because she was out there. She didn't talk.
Lola Vice.
Which was weird. She didn't say a word.
Big smorgasbord. That's what I'm gonna call her.
Big smorgasbord.
The rump roast. The rump roast. That girl got back. Lola Vice got back, yo. Anyway, this match. It wasn't really a match. It was just a talking point. All the female competitors I won't say all of them. Majority of them was in the ring or surrounding the ring. They was all making their claim, making their stake of who's going to win the battle royal. It was a good surprise to see Stephanie Vaquer, Vaquer, Reason why I'm spelling her name out because of StreamYard. Every time I try to put a post up and we do captions, they always say some wild names for Vaquer. It is Stephanie Vaquer, Vaqur. Thank you, StreamYard. Anyway,
yeah, you're right. You know what's weird? When they first showed like the opening segments when the tag team champions are walking out, right? They showed the tag team champions, they showed Ava, and then I could have sworn I saw Stephanie walking past in the parking lot early in the show.
She probably was because
she probably was, and I was like, "Oh, she gonna show up later." So that now it makes sense. Yeah, now it makes sense.
That's why when they do some of these segments and they be going like driving away and stuff like, where are you going? You're just going around the building, man. Stop it.
Especially when
the so small. You
especially with NXT. Like you only gotta do the whole. This ain't Monday Night Raw. You ain't gotta do all that.
Right.
Monday Night Raw will have them walking with their suitcase. Yeah.
You gotta. It's just a small. It's a small world after all in that building, man. Anyway. Right. It was good to see Stephanie out there, man. She came to me. I didn't see her initially, like you said, but I believe you. But she came out. She got a good pop. I'm like, yo, man. Let me tell you something, Raw. If you don't get this girl, if she doesn't win this battle royal, you're gonna have stern words from me. I'm gonna write corporate. I'm gonna do something. Get my girl the victory that she deserves in this battle royal. Stop playing with her. All right,
nothing less other than that. If that's what you want to see, get it right.
That's what I want to see.
Triple H.
She's the obvious choice.
Yeah,
you cannot be hot like you was for the past 5 months. You get to the main roster and you just they just throw ice water on you and cool you down. Come on now.
That's what I'm terrified of. That's
what I'm terrified of. Main event.
Yeah.
Like, why are you now on Raw? Showcase on Raw, you on main event. I'm like, yo, come on. What are y'all doing, man?
Yeah, ass.
Whatever, it's terrible, man. But yeah, that's our NXT review, man. Really wasn't nothing there, man. It was just a whole bunch of women trying to stake their claim, and then they started squabbling and stuff like that. Notice how I've been using squabbling a lot. I got that word from internet. Somebody from the internet I watched a lot. Y'all might know him. My man Charleston White.
Oh, that's my guy, y'all. I stay watching his stuff, yo. I didn't know you watching it. Now I know that. Yeah.
I'm begging for Charleston White, yo.
You're
sorry.
Like,
yeah. I can't say what he usually say. He get a shadow ban, but
my
guy, yo.
Yeah,
my guy. They probably like now they're like, oh, I can't watch these old gold fuckers now. They sided with Charleston White. They snitches now. I'm like, nah. That man makes sense, man. That man makes a lot of sense. He might be playing the character, but Charleston White makes a lot of sense.
He's very intelligent, like
very intelligent. Don't sleep on that dude.
Yeah.
But anyway, cool, man. This is the NXT review, man. You got anything you want to say, yo? We're gonna wrap this up, man.
Nothing I want to say. Again, always thank you guys so much. What's our number? Where we at? 1,364 subscribers.
Come on, man. Whoa. Wait a minute. Say that again.
1,364 subscribers. That's where we at right now.
Come on, yo.
Yeah.
It was just at 1,348 when I got off of work.
I know. Yeah. So
come on, man.
Hey.
This is a picture of the Battle Royal right here, man. All the ladies in there.
Yeah. That's all them rumbling.
Look, I ain't gonna lie though. Before we go, I saw Zelina Vega trying to get in the ring, and her little self. God bless her, man. She's she's so small.
I know she was there.
Out of the ring, she looked lost in the sauce. She didn't even come above the ring, the top rope, and they swallowed her up. Have you ever been swallowed?
Overwhelming.
Yeah, poor little tick, man. She got swallowed up, man. Her legs are kicking. She was trying to get in the ring from the under. Her legs are kicking like a third grader trying to get.
Damn.
Terrible, yo.
Damn.
Anyway, cool, man. Yo, that's amazing, man. We had that number as far as our viewers and stuff like that. We appreciate you guys so much. This has been the NXT review. Tomorrow, guys, we have Dynamite tomorrow, and that's all we're gonna have from NXT. I mean, not from AEW, because I'll be damned if I'm paying $55 for a pay-per-view. Not happening. I will, if y'all don't like it, too bad. That's how it is, yo.
Yep. All right, people.
Not paying for it, Jack.
No.
But yeah, man, listen, we will see you guys tomorrow. I'm your boy Derek. That's
This
your
is
boy.
Coop.
Yo,
Coop.
we out of here, man. Peace. Man, good show, man.